How can you interpret indifference curves? Imagine you're trying to decide between two favorite snacks. You might be happy with a handful of chips or a few cookies, but not necessarily both at the same time. This idea of balancing choices is what indifference curves help us understand. In the world of capitalism, where consumers make choices every day, these curves show us how people value different combinations of goods. An indifference curve is a line on a graph that connects all the points where a person gets the same level of satisfaction or utility from different mixes of two goods. Think of it like a map of choices that all make the consumer equally happy. When you look at these curves, the shape and position tell us a lot about what people prefer and how they make decisions. Usually, these curves are convex to the origin, meaning they bow inward. This shape reflects the idea of diminishing marginal utility, which means the more of one good you have, the less extra satisfaction you get from adding more of it. The slope of the curve, called the marginal rate of substitution, shows how much of one good a person is willing to give up to get a little more of the other, without changing their overall happiness. The farther the curve is from the origin, the higher the level of utility it represents. So, consumers prefer to be on higher indifference curves because they give more satisfaction. These curves can also show different types of goods. For example, with ordinary goods, you need more of one to make up for less of the other. Perfect substitutes are goods that can replace each other easily, like different brands of bottled water. Perfect complements are goods that are usually used together, like left and right shoes. In real life, consumers face budget constraints, meaning they have limited money to spend. By combining indifference curves with budget lines, which show what they can afford, we can find the best point where a consumer gets the most satisfaction within their budget. This helps businesses and policymakers understand what people want and how they might change their spending when prices or incomes change. For instance, if the price of a favorite snack drops, consumers might move to a higher indifference curve, increasing their overall happiness. Understanding these curves helps us see how choices are made in a market economy, guiding companies on what products to offer and helping governments craft policies that support consumer well-being. So, when you see an indifference curve, think of it as a snapshot of choices that all bring the same happiness, and the way it slopes and shifts reveals what people value most.